Hi, welcome to the next lecture of ReThynk AI series, where we talk about all the problems of youth which are typically generated because of technology. And so far in this series, we have covered three lectures. One was about loneliness, then impact of social media on your health. So you can watch all these three lectures. I will provide the link in the description section. If you have not watched those lectures, please go back, watch those lectures first because all the lectures are interconnected. Today's lecture is about relationship issues. And in coming lectures, I will talk about financial issues as well. So let's dive deep into this lecture. But most important, if you have not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and don't forget to press the bell icon. So today we are going to talk about the changing nature of relationship that leads to loneliness. Okay. Relationships today are more complicated than ever, especially for young people. If we go back in history and we track all the, all the findings of history, or we connect all the dots, then in history, maybe one generation back or two generations back, the normal way of communication was letter writing. You are going to write a letter, then the letter is going to reach to the other side, maybe in 5 days or 10 days, and then they are going to write the response, and you are going to get that response in another 10 days. So one-way communication, back and forth communication was almost 2 or 3 weeks away. And still those people had deep respect and they maintained their relationship. And then when we go deeper into the history, there was time when there was World War I, World War II, or even bigger issues happened throughout the history, like natural disasters. And there was time when they had no resources. Still, they worked together, they had commitment, they hold to their commitment, and they provided everything to the family. And in fact, if you have not tried, please look into your family history and your parents, grandparents, and great great grandparents worked together, kept all their commitment to ensure they give the best of the best opportunities to the next generation. And now we look at this current generation, they have far more resources. Technology is all time available. You can talk anytime. You have all the resources of communication and transportation, and still people are falling behind, relationships are falling. So what can be the possible reason? Remember, ReThynk AI is a platform where we specifically focus on technology part, artificial intelligence or technology or business perspective. So today we are going to explore how technology is creating the issue for you. Technology has changed how we connect, but it also created new challenges. In this video, we are exposing the real struggle youth face in modern relationships and why these problems matter more than we realize. That leads to loneliness, career failure, and mental stress. Remember, this is a literally oxymoron. If you can catch this point, that you are feeling loneliness even when you are in relationship. Let me repeat again. There are people, they are facing loneliness even after having in relationship. So what else in this world has been left behind that you are facing loneliness even after being in relationship? If you are facing this problem, that this is not just a relationship issue, this is a far bigger problem. If after being in relationship, you must feel, composed. You must have the feeling of companionship instead of being in the relationship and still you are, uh, going away from each other, or you are in relationship, you are still not moving, but you don't want to talk to each other. That's the critical problem. So what is the growing struggle? Many young people feel emotionally unprepared for the demand of relationships. Generally, we see on social media and it looks, the gorgeous thing, but we never look into the emotional part of it. Relationships today often begin online but struggle to survive in the real world. Remember, the real world and the tech world or the virtual world are totally two different things. Trust, communication, and understanding are becoming very rare now. Let me talk about myself practically. I'm a very straightforward communicator. If you are going to say something me in a roundabout manner, I will not get it. If you say something very clearly, hey Jaideep, I want this thing from you, I will provide. But if you say in a roundabout manner, I will not get it. Okay, so there are many issues. Trust, communication, and understanding are becoming trust, communication, proper communication, proper understanding are becoming very rare now because we are taking the example from social media. Like if I have seen a video. Generally, it's happened with couples. I have seen a video where the girl or the boy said nothing, but the other partner understood. That's not happened with everyone. If you say something in a roundabout manner to me, I will skip it. I will not get it. If you say it very clearly, hey, I want this thing from you, you will get it. Uh, so what is the social media illusion? First of all, in one video, we have already covered this in the lecture two. Is social media ruining our minds? If you have not watched this video, please go back and watch this video. Remember, in all the videos, we focus on the right knowledge instead of just social media gossips or just gossips. We focus on the article itself. We focus on the point itself. So if you have not watched this video, please watch this video and then come back. Social media sets unrealistic standard of love and connection. There are at social media, everyone show the best part of their life. Just we can take it like this. Let's say this is someone a line bar. Okay, everything is totally mashed up. This is happening outside. Everything is totally mashed up, and then this part is perfect. It means 90% of life is totally mashed up. This 10% part is perfect. And then they show you this 10% perfect part only. And then you start having those comparisons, and then it's literally create a hurdle for your relationship. There is like everyone is different, every relation is different. And then you compare your relationship with someone on social media where they are just showing you 10% part of it to create a perfect feeling or to show how perfect they are, and then you ruin your relationship on the basis of that, then it's your mistake. My dear friend, it's your mistake. It's not the mistake of those who are showing the perfection. You should be mature. You should be aware about it. They curate post lead to jealousy, insecurity, and comparison. That's what I have shown you exactly. Likes and comments often matter more than actual emotional depth. Remember, these things are nothing. These likes and comments are nothing. When I lost my father, I had probably lakhs of followers, not millions, but lakh. Hardly two or three people approached me with a message of prayers. Two or three, just two or three. That's the exact reality. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for, support. I'm okay. Okay, I'm doing great in my life. But that's what happened exactly. If you compare everything from social media, then it's not a good idea. You need emotional depth. You need emotional depth. It's not about just comparing yourself with others on social media. Okay. And there is another example as well. If you are a new YouTubers or new content creators, and then you compare your knowledge with my knowledge, then also it's not right. Because I have given almost 17 years in the field of research. I have read more than 1,000 books. I do literally 2, 3 courses every month. I have different premium subscriptions to grow my knowledge, including my knowledge of artificial intelligence, my knowledge of technology, my knowledge of businesses, my knowledge of stock market, and everything. So everything you are comparing on social media somewhere is not justified until you put yourself in the shoes of others. Okay, so that's the exact reality of today's relationship. Remember, don't compare your relation with others due to social media, and don't ruin your relationship just because someone else is showing the perfection of their relationship. Then miscommunication and misexpectations. Instant replies are expected, leading to anxiety. Like, I'm this time, right now, I'm making this video. You people are so much valuable for me that my smartphone is on silent and it's far away. Yeah, my mobile is on silent and it's far away because right now I am in this flow and I want to give my complete focus to you. And if someone is calling me right now and they want instant reply, then it's not possible for me. Let's say after 1 hour I have a meeting. I will be in that meeting and you expect me to have instant reply. How is it going to be possible? Or you are going to create an issue out of it, why you didn't reply at that exact moment? How I'm going to reply at that exact moment? Only people, those who are broke, have no dreams, can give you instant reply. Remember again, only people who are broke or are doing nothing can give you instant reply. People who have dreams or are doing something significant, they often don't reply at the exact time or the instant time. Misinterpretation of text or online actions lead to fight. Okay, second thing, now people have started using emojis in the masses instead of writing the exact meaning what they want, and then leads to misinterpretation. Now, I have recently found that if you are using all capital letters, it means you are angry. I was like surprised. If someone is using all capital letters, it means the person is angry and he is showing the anger. Said, I don't know. I don't know about all these things. When I reply, I rarely use emojis. So people call me that you don't use emojis. It means, you are not interested in talking. When I'm replying to your WhatsApp message, but girl, I'm there. I'm replying to your WhatsApp message. So if you are judging me because I have not used the emojis, is this the right justification because others are using it? It makes no sense. Or you want an instant reply from me while I'm giving, while I'm, recording this particular lecture, and you want instant reply, or if I'm not going to give you an instant reply, you are going to create an issue out of it, then it means I'm showing, if I'm going to stop everything to give you a reply, or I'm going to stop everything in a meeting to give you a reply, then it means I'm not showing the respect for those people who are giving me their time. Here we need a sense of maturity. Digital silence is misread as emotional detachment. No. Sometimes I have so many critical issues, I read for hours to solve that particular problems. And recently I was, there are those who don't know about stock market. In stock market, you have different indicators to read a trend, or to understand a trend, or to analyze the trend. And I was sitting with my laptop and all the books, and I was doing the exact analysis of all the indicators and what these indicators represents. And it took me hours. And after hours, I saw my mobile phone. There were 3 missed calls. So if you say I'm ignorant or I'm detached or I'm not interested in this relation, no. If you are connecting yourself to a professional, a mature person, then you must have these understandings that a late reply doesn't mean emotional detachment. Late reply doesn't mean that the person is not interested. Late reply can be the person is very responsible, mature person and has a lots of responsibilities, both true for both boys and girls. It can be a sense of responsibility. It can be a sense of commitment. It can be a very demanding work environment. So that's true, and that's most of the young professionals are facing because on social media, those social media couples, they show exact, free feel like I get instant reply. If I'm not going to get the instant reply, I'm going to fight with my boyfriend. Only those who are, you know, not working in a very professional environment, they can give you that kind of reply. If I don't have a girl, okay, but if I'm dating someone and she's calling me at this exact moment, then chances are high she will not get the immediate reply. Then career pressure and workload also lead to relationship issues. This is the video which I have made, emotional burnout at work. This is not, rare thing. This is becoming very normal now. Generally, when we go in the last video, this was lecture 3. I have talked about that outside these buildings look very classic and very luxurious with a feel of different aroma and perfection, but deep inside they are not actually. The need to build a career often takes priority over maintaining a relationship. One of my suggestion, if consider my suggestion, please don't compromise with your career due to relationship. Try to manage together, or communicate to your partner that right now you need to focus on your career, and let they understand, let the other person understand, but don't compromise with your career. Things are getting literally worse outside. There is disruption in the market. There is disruption in the financial market. Then there is artificial intelligence is there, and it has started replacing jobs in many sectors. So please don't take your career casually right now. Once once you get out of the market, it will take everything out of you to get in market again. Long work hours, deadlines, and academic stress cause emotional exhaustion. Long work hours and deadlines for those who are working professionally, and academic stress is those who are still in college life doing graduation or post graduation pursuing. Relationship feels like extra responsibilities rather than emotional support. So if you are under career pressure, workload pressure, and deadline, you have deadline, long working hours, at that point of time, getting these kinds of expectations that you are going to give me instant reply or you are going to be there every time there for me feels like a burden. However, you should, if you are in relationship and you are having a business partnership with someone, you should give equal importance to the person with whom you are in business partnership, because remember, that person has trusted you. That person has trusted you, and that person has invested everything just because of your commitment, even without its return. So protect your words. There comes a time when you have to be mature enough to communicate everything with everyone. Hey, this is I'm facing right now, and this is the situation, and you must understand. This is my career issues, this is my work pressure, and you are my life partner or supposed to be life partner, and I must expect from you, or I expect from you to understand these points. These are valid points. I have long working hours, I have deadlines, I have extra responsibilities. You must communicate, and you can't put your business partner on hold because you are giving entire priorities to your relationship partner, because your business partner have invested in you, not in your relationship partner. That must be the point of understanding. Then the lifestyle issues. In the fast-paced urban life reduces time for personal connection. because there you have to achieve so many things and you have to be perfect all the time. You have to work on your body, you have to work on schedules and different things, and then you have to run to catch up your trains, flights, all those things. And typically, what we fail to consider is the traveling time, typically on red lights and traffic jams. Late night screen addiction and burnout take a toll on romantic and personal bonds. Last time when I mentioned that you must communicate to your relationship partner about your career duties and responsibilities. But if you are facing this thing and your relationship is suffering because of that, then here is something you must resolve it. You are working on late night, you have screen addiction, and your burnout is taking a toll on your romantic or personal bonds, then this is not the responsibility of your life partner to solve it for you. This is your responsibility to solve it for your life partner. If you are late night up and you are watching the screen, does it make any sense? My screen watch time is sometime per day, sometime 13 minutes, sometime 14 minutes. And why it happens for 13 or 14 minutes? Sometime I get notification about some changes in the stock market, or sometime I get one-time password, or sometime I have to make any necessary call. That's why it takes 13, 14 minutes for me. And people watch all the videos all the time. I don't know. Okay, and then lack of emotional recharge time affect emotional presence in relationships. These are three critical issues that happens due to lifestyle disorder. If you have these issues and they are impacting your relationship, it's the time for you to take control of these issues. Then emotional burnout and detachment. Remember, we have already talked about emotional burnout or burnout due to career issues. Youth are experiencing emotional fatigue as well from balancing everything. You have problem if you want everything in perfect stage. You want finance to be perfect, you want relationship to be perfect, you want career to be perfect, you want health to be perfect, and you want everything to be perfect. And this stress pressure of balancing everything is literally causing an emotional fatigue. Let me talk about my life. If this thing can make this video viral one day, not today maybe, but one day, typically yes. Okay, let me talk about my life. My finance, 10 out of 10. To be very frank, 10 out of 10. Career, I feel it's 10 out of 10. Health, health status, again, it's 10 out of 10. Last year, I think I had my blood reports. All blood reports were perfect. And I'm in good shape physically. I get up in early morning and I work throughout the day with full of energy. So I feel I'm at 10 out of 10. Finance done, career done, health done, business done. Business is, I'm not unicorn as of now, but yes, I'm happy with that. Business 10 out of 10. Spiritual life, again, 10 out of 10. Relationship, somewhere 4 out of 10. I have good relation with my family members, literally a deep relation with my nephews. They love me, I love them back. Okay, I do everything for them. But when it comes to life partner, I have no friend, no life partner, I'm not dating anyone. My entire focus is on my business right now because this is not my business only. My employees' life also depend on this business. Their salary also depend on this business. Their family also depend on this business. Their family is my responsibility. You have shown your faith in me. It's my responsibility now to show instead of having a compromise with you. Right? And so why is the issue right now? Because no one is ready to understand this deep commitment. They want instant reply. What we are living in a world where you want instant reply and date on every day, dinner night on every night. Like, how it's possible? I'm a professional. If any day I get someone who is mature enough, to be very frank, mature enough who can understand the up downs of building a business. There was time in 2021 when my both nephews, they are very lovely. I love them very much. They were hospitalized. We were in super specialty hospital. They were hospitalized. In those days, I had my laptop in the hospital. We had a private deluxe room. So I was operating from that deluxe room with my laptop, and it was connected with with the hotspot. Okay, and I was operating from there. I was there for them. They are my family, they are my responsibility. I was there, but I completed my work as well. That's what it takes to build a business. I'm not going to withdraw from my responsibility towards my employer. I'm not going to withdraw from my commitment for my users. Okay. So it's not they are buying my book. It's not about just a book. It's not about that royalty. Man, in a world when there are billions of books, they are trusting me. Are you getting this point? In a world when there are billions of books, millions of authors, they are trusting me. It's a very big thing. It's in 2025, the hardest thing is finding someone who trusts you. That's all you need. That's all you need. And to be very frank, after working for months or years in this field, I have found that you show up your true self. That's all you need. I'm showing my true self. I'm telling you it's already 4 out of 10. I'm not telling you it's a perfect 10 out of 10. No, it's 4 out of 10. So these career issues take a huge hit. And if you are expecting everything will be perfect, career is perfect while I'm having an entertainment. Listen, I don't watch movies. I don't watch movies. So entertainment is probably, if I have to write about entertainment here, then maybe it's 1 out of 10. But I love what I do. Okay. I love what I do. I love every bit of my business. Okay. So that's what you need. You can't have a perfect balance. If you are looking for a perfect balance, you will have emotional fatigue, emotional burnout. Next, many withdraw emotionally, leading to a partner confusion and pain. Many people, withdraw themselves emotionally to create an impression. And there is one more thing that is happening outside. I don't know about it. There are people who have time to reply and then they still don't reply, to create emotional dependency or to create value that, hey, how this is how much busy I am. If you are doing that, then trust me, your partner should leave. Trust me, your partner should leave. If you are doing this thing, your partner is need and he is sending you a message, and just to create your value or to show that how busy you are, and or you want to create an emotional detachment that you are not interested and you are not doing your reply for that, then your partner should leave. Because in the end, we all have one life and we are not here to carry the emotional drama of someone else. I'm single. I live my life like that. I'm neutral. I don't create all this drama. Okay. I don't create a roundabout statement. Ghosting and distancing are becoming common coping methods. I have never done that. Either I'm in or I'm out. So your own expectations are creating an emotional burnout, emotional fatigue for you. And if you are doing all these things, there are people who do it in relationship. I have read about it. I have not seen it. If you are doing it in the in the relationship, then remember, in the end, you have only one life. Even if you are going to get some edge over your partner, still you are going to lose that still you are going to lose that life. Let's say it takes you 2 years to create that emotional edge over your partner by ghosting and distancing. What you have lost in that? In this world, we can have almost anything in n numbers of time or n number of times, but our time in this world is totally fixed. No one can change it. So if you are doing all distancing and ghosting, then remember you are taking that time out of your life, not out of anyone else's life. Remember that. I learned all these things when I was doing meditation in mountains. Fear of vulnerability, past trauma, cheating, and toxic experiences have created trust issues. So if you had past issues, past relationship, and there you had past trauma, cheatings, or toxic experiences, then I highly recommend before entering into a new relationship, please clear all these things: past trauma, cheating, toxic experiences. Let's say this was your past relationship, and this is your new relationship, and you are carrying all these past trauma, cheating, and toxic experiences to the new relationship, then you will have the exact same situation what you had in the last relationship, and you will be surprised why all these things are happening with me all over and over again. Let me do something. Let me show you something else as well. Let's say this is your first relationship. There are people who had multiple relationships. Okay. You had some past trauma and you had, this is, let's say, your first relationship. You have some trauma, some cheating, some toxic experiences. And if you don't heal yourself or you don't change your experiences or you don't change yourself and you jump into the second relationship, trust me, the second relationship will be exactly like the first. And you will be surprised why, Jaideep, all these things happen with me all over and over again. And then let's say you go into the third relationship because this relationship is not working. But you don't change yourself. The third relationship will be exactly like the combination of the first and second. And then you jump into the fourth and you will have the same experiences again. And then you will be surprised why everyone else is same. No, not everyone else is the same. You are the same person who is carrying the same trauma, same past experiences, and same method into the new relationship. So problem is not the other person, problem is for you. This is hard to understand, but this is a hard line. Many avoid getting deeply attached to, avoid getting hurt. That can be true for men. I had lots of very bad experiences. People came in my life for two reasons only. One, either to get my money or to get my knowledge. Once they get one, they left me. So that's true for me. Emotional armor keeps real love away. So the right way is protect yourself. Okay, protect yourself. Build a barrier, but don't build a wall. A barrier means you set some standard and guidelines to save yourself from being emotionally hurt, but don't build a wall that no one can even reach out to. So what is difference between building a barrier and a wall? A barrier is something where you have 4 or 5 set of guidelines that please don't cheat with me. These are my needs, take care of me, and all these things. While building a wall is you set so many rules of perfection that no person can actually clear all these rules and regulations of you. So that's the difference between a barrier and a wall. So if you have past trauma, past experiences, and you are running away from getting into new relationship, or you don't want to hurt yourself, then or you are not getting anyone new, to be very frank, this can also be an issue. Then you have built a wall where you have set so many guidelines that people are unable to break that. So what is ideal? Please have a barrier where you have certain set of guidelines that are normally achievable. If you can't be vulnerable in your relationship, then you are one friendly talk away. You are getting the meaning of friendly means, right? This is my quote. If you can't be vulnerable in your relationship, then you are one friendly talk away. Remember that. You have friends, but you are still lonely, then that's a really typical case. Even with hundreds of followers or group chats, many feel alone. That's a typical real world problem, typical tech world problem. Surface level friendship lack emotional grounding. You have some friendship, but you don't have that emotional bonding. Trust is rare, and youth are cautious about opening up now. So, like 100 years back, we were in war and we were sharing everything with the stranger that you are going to protect me and I'm going to protect you, and they trusted and they survived. And now you have all the friendly commitment, and you are reading in the same class, or you are working in the same company, and you still have the trust issues. So if that is the case, then you have friends, but you are still lonely, and that's typically hard. So what is its social impact? High breakup rates lead to emotional instability. Technically, we are growing. Financially, we are growing. Knowledge-wise, we are growing, but emotionally, this generation is falling behind. Emotional trauma affects academic career and mental health performance. That's true. Youth relationships are becoming more about survival than growth. So if you are in a relationship where you are just looking from survival perspective, then you are not in a good relationship. Your relationship should be a point where you get emotional love and values. So what is final message? Today's youth don't lack love, they lack surface emotional space, time, and trust. As a society, we need to create room for healthier, more realistic relationship dynamics. Only then can young people thrive emotionally while pursuing their dreams. So how you can achieve that? That's the most typical point. So this lecture is not ending here. This lecture will continue as well. In coming lectures, we will talk about more issues that young generation is facing, and then we will have a couple of lectures where we are going to resolve these particular issues. Remember, we are going to resolve every particular problems of here. So if you have not subscribed, consider subscribing and start a conversation. If you are feeling lonely, please start a conversation, because loneliness is for spreading like an epidemic. Share your experiences and support others. Let's normalize talking about mental health at work. And if you have not checked, please go back, check our recent magazines, discussion papers, or answers which I am particularly creating for you. And don't forget to check our books on Amazon.com. With this, the lecture 4 is also coming to an end. But this series will continue, where we are going to talk about those topics which are essential and need those hard talk, need those, right talk, where some things, sometimes we talk about that in a way that feel good, but sometimes we need things that make us think about that. So with this lecture comes to an end. This lecture has been researched and prepared by ReThynk AI. This presentation has been prepared by Vista Laboratory, and it has been presented by me, founder and director of ReThynk AI, researcher, keynote speaker, and author. So till now, until we meet again, please take care of yourself, watch these videos again, and have a discussion with your partner. And I hope it will resolve your problems. See you soon. Take care of yourself and have a great